Now we will obtain relation for total number of ICRs in mechanism. Consider mechanism with n number of links in it. To denote number of links in mechanism, we are using notation small n, and number of ICRs will be denoted by capital N. Hence, number of ICRs will be given by relation n is equal to n into n minus 1 divided by 2. How this relation is obtained? We are knowing if there are two links or bodies which are having relative motion with each other, then we will have one ICR between those two bodies. In mechanism, if we are having n number of links, then how many combinations of two bodies are possible? That number will give us number of ICRs. In mechanism with n number of links or bodies, possible number of combinations of two links or bodies will be given by combination relation NC2. Therefore, number of ICRs n will be equal to NC2. For NC2, we can write n factorial divided by n minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial. We can expand n factorial as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial, and 2 factorial will be equal to 2. N minus 2 factorial will be cancelled from numerator and denominator, and we will have relation n is equal to n into n minus 1 divided by 2, where capital N is number of ICRs and small n is number of links in mechanism. Hence, we are having relation for number of ICRs as n is equal to n into n minus 1 divided by 2, where small n is number of links. If you are not comfortable with the combination relation which we have used, then we can even obtain relation for number of ICRs by using other mathematical method. Now here we are going for deviation from actual discussion. Let us say there are 4 persons in the hall, A, B, C and D. When these persons will come across each other, they will go for handshake. What will be number of handshakes in that hall? A will shake hand with B. Let us denote it by AB. AB indicates handshake between A and B. Similarly, A will shake hand with C and D, which will be denoted by AC and AD respectively. Hence, number of handshakes by A will be equal to 3. Similarly, B will shake hand with A, C and D, that is BA, BC and BD. Hence, number of handshakes by B will be equal to 3. Similarly, C will shake hand with A, B and D, that is CA, CB and CD. Hence, number of handshakes by C will be equal to 3. In the same manner, D will shake hand with A, B and C, that is DA, DB and DC. Hence, number of handshakes by D will be equal to 3. Therefore, number of handshakes will be 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, which will be equal to 12. Every person will shake hand with 3 other persons. There are 4 persons. For total number of handshakes, we can add 3 for 4 times. That is 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to 12. Or for number of handshakes, we can go for multiplication, 3 into 4 or 4 into 3. Hence, generalized relation for number of handshakes will be equal to number of people into number of people minus 1, as every person will shake hand with remaining persons. But here we are missing something. If A will shake hand with B, then B should not go for one more handshake with A, as repeated handshakes will not look good. If A will shake hand with B, it means handshake between A and B is done. If B will go for one more handshake with A, then B will look freak in that case. In short, repeated handshakes are not expected. Hence, handshake between A and B, AB and BA should be counted as just one handshake instead of two. Similarly, such repeated handshakes are highlighted by same symbol. Handshake between A and C, that is AC and CA, should be counted as just one handshake instead of two. Similarly, handshake between A and D, that is AD and DA, should be counted as just one handshake instead of two. Similarly, handshake between B and C, that is BC and CB, should be counted as just one handshake instead of two. Similarly, handshake between B and D, that is BD and DB, should be counted as just one handshake instead of two. Similarly, handshake between C and D, that is CD and DC, should be counted as just one handshake instead of two. Means, in our counting of number of handshakes, every handshake is repeated. Therefore, to get actual number of handshakes, we should divide relation by 2. Therefore, number of handshakes will be equal to 4 into 3 divided by 2. Or number of handshakes will be equal to number of people into number of people minus 1 divided by 2. Now we will have generalized relation. If there are n number of people in the hall, then what will be number of handshakes? Number of handshakes will be equal to n into n minus 1 divided by 2. Because every person will shake hand with other persons, hence we will have relation n into n minus 1. But repeated handshakes are not allowed. Therefore, we should divide n into n minus 1 by 2. Hence, number of handshakes will be equal to n into n minus 1 divided by 2. Now we will obtain relation for number of ICRs by analogy. Replace word handshakes by ICRs. Replace word person by link or body. Replace word hall by mechanism. As we need two people for one handshake, similarly, if there are two bodies with relative motion between them, then we will have one ICR between them. Let us say there are four bodies or links in mechanism A, B, C and D. A will have relative motion with B. Let us denote it by AB. AB indicate ICR for relative motion between A and B. A will also have relative motion with C, that is AC. AC indicates ICR for relative motion between A and C. Similarly, A will also have relative motion with D, that is AD. AD indicates ICR for relative motion between A and D. Hence, A can have relative motion with B, C and D. Therefore, number of ICRs will be 3. Similarly, B will have relative motion with A, C and D. Therefore, number of ICRs will be 3. Similarly, C will have relative motion with A, B and D. Therefore, number of ICRs will be 3. In the same manner, D will have relative motion with A, B and C. Therefore, number of ICRs will be 3. Therefore, total number of ICRs will be 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, which will be equal to 12. Or we can write number of ICRs as 4 into 3. That is, number of ICRs will be equal to number of links or bodies multiplied by number of links minus 1. But here we are missing something. ICR for relative motion between A and B, that is AB, and ICR for relative motion between B and A, that is BA, will be same. Hence, it should be counted as one ICR instead of two ICRs. Same ICRs are highlighted by same symbol around them. Here we can notice every ICR is repeated, therefore number of ICRs will be equal to 4 into 3 divided by 2. That is, number of ICRs will be equal to number of links into number of links minus 1 divided by 2. If there are n number of links in mechanism, then number of ICRs will be equal to n into n minus 1 divided by 2. Because every link will have relative motion with every other link, therefore we will have relation n into n minus 1, but number of ICRs should not be repeated. Therefore we should divide n into n minus 1 by 2. Hence, number of ICRs will be equal to n into n minus 1 divided by 2. We are having relation for number of ICRs. Number of ICRs is equal to n into n minus 1 divided by 2, where n is equal to number of links.